equations. Chemical equations.
అక్కడే ఉంది ఇక.
We have discussed the previous classes on different changes that occur around us. We have classified those changes into chemical changes and physical changes. Now just we think about the so many changes. Now we are discussing about the some chemical changes around us in our day-to-day life. Let me take the examples. So many changes we day-to-day life we are seeing the so many changes. So first of all let me take the one changes. The process of digestion. The process of digestion. So what is digestion? If we take the food will become the digestion process. That is the one of the chemical change. Then next, burning of crackers. If we burn the crackers, then crackers will become a burning. That is also one of the chemical changes. Next, we take the another process, the process of respiration. Respiration process is also one of the chemical change process. Next, we take the another powdered lime added to a water. Powdered lime means calcium oxide. When we calcium oxide added to a water, this is also a calcium hydroxide solution will become. That is the CaOH taken twice. It is added to water. What is the formula of water? Water is H2O. This is one of the chemical change. Next, milk. Milk becomes a curd. So milk became curd is also a chemical change. Next, ripening of the mango. Ripening of the mango is also a chemical change. Next, let me take another example. What is that? Exposing iron nails to moisture in air for longer period. If we keep it iron nails in air, that will become a moisture in air. These are the examples for chemical changes in our day-to-day life. What changes do you notice? Are they changes, chemical changes or physical changes? Are they changes all the changes are temporary changes or permanent changes? In all above process, the nature of original substance will be changed. If new substance is formed with properties completely unlike to those of original substances, then we say that is called as chemical change. Clear, children? In all above process, the nature of original substance would become a totally changed. If new substance is formed, then that is called as the chemical change. How do we know that a chemical change reaction has taken place? Let us perform some activities to know this. Let me take the one activity. Let me take the one activity. Take 1 gram of quicklime. So what is, children? Quicklime is what is quicklime? Quicklime is CaO. So what is CaO? CaO is calcium oxide. When we calcium oxide taken in a beaker, then add 10 ml of water in a beaker. Next, so what do you notice? Do you notice that beaker will become hot when you touch it? Beaker will become hot when you touch it. The reason is that heat energy is released. That calcium hydroxide reacts with water in that process, heat energy is released or liberated. Calcium oxide dissolves in water, producing colorless solution. So what produces colorless solution? Colorless solution. The test of the solution with litmus paper. When we test the litmus paper in above solution, the red litmus paper turns blue when dipped in the solution. This is called a basic solution. So what we say, how can we say red litmus paper becomes blue litmus paper? So this is a basic solution. This is a basic solution. So what is solution? CaOH taken twice. This is the calcium hydroxide. This is the basic solution. How can we say basic solution? When we dip it in the red litmus paper, when we dip it in the above solution, it will become a blue litmus paper. That's why we have called it as a basic solution. Okay children, next we have take the activity 2. So take about 100 ml of water. If we take the 100 ml of water in a beaker and dissolve a small quantity of sodium sulfate. So when we take the 100 ml of water in a beaker and add a small quantity of sodium sulfate. What is the formula of sodium sulfate? Na2SO4. Na2SO4, when we add the 100 ml of water, so what we observe? It is a white solution. It will become a white solution. White solution will be obtained. Then next, take another beaker. We add 100 ml of water and we add small quantity of BaSO4 solution and BaCl2 solution. Then what we observe the above equation? We observe the water with BaSO4 solution. What is that? This is also a colorless solution we get obtained. Next, what we observe the solution? If we take the Na2SO4 and BaCl2 solution, we add the two solutions. Next, what we observed? We observed the Na2SO4, NaCl plus BaSO4 solution. So BaSO4 is the barium sulfate, NaCl is the sodium chloride, and Na2SO4 is the sodium sulfate, BaCl2 is the barium chloride. It will turn this word and it will turn these words.
Okay.
Let me take another activity. Activity 3 is take a few zinc granules in a conical flask. If we take one of the conical flask, we take some granules. What is zinc granules? What is zinc granules? We add the diluted HCl. So what is children? Diluted HCl. 5 ml of diluted HCl. We add the conical flask. The zinc granules in the conical flask. Observe the change in the conical flask. What changes do you observe? Now keep the burning matchstick. Burning matchstick. What is burning matchstick? Burning matchstick is near the mouth of the conical flask. Now what happens to the burning matchstick? We touch the bottom of the conical flask with your fingers. Do you notice? What do you notice? Is there any change in temperature? From the above activities, you can conclude that during a chemical change, the original substances of lost their characteristic properties. Hence, these may be products with different physical Endothermic. What is exothermic and endothermic? Exothermic means heat will be liberated. Heat will be liberated or released. Heat may be liberated or released. Next, what is endothermy? Heat will be absorbed. Heat absorbed. This is the exothermic and endothermy. They may form in insoluble substances.